Mr. Hart! Mr. Hart!
Fetch. Fetch, is that you?
Saw your car run out of gas, Mr. Hart. I couldn't find more. Honest.
Fetch, come on. What the hell's the matter with you? You could always get whatever we wanted.
Not anymore. Oh, I can get you anything, but I can't get you gas. The only gas you got is in that station wagon of yours back there. And you better do something about that, too. All cars supposed to be checked in the depot a week ago. Oh, everything's going crazy. They even canceled the World Series. And I'm sorry about your family, Mr. Hart. I was going to send some flowers, but can't even get those anymore. Oh, well, I'll be going now. Gotta be crazy to hang around here. Not getting any better. Too bad you couldn't erase that new car of yours, though.
Going home was always the hardest part. My wife and my son were among the first to be stricken by the disease. It all happened so suddenly. For a month or so, I had some kind of delayed reaction. I'd go back home and somehow just expect them to be there. I kept hearing sounds that weren't there anymore. Those of us who survived learned to cope with changes. And I lost the chance to do what I do best. Race cars. But like so many other things in our lives, it suddenly became expendable when the oil was shut off. I helped in the emergency field hospitals as much as I could. There were so many people that needed help. At first they came in by the hundreds, and then by the thousands. Military personnel were working around the clock, trying to control the chaos in ways that no one really wanted.
Out! This car should have been turned in. Come on, move it!
For official personnel only, unless you're there to identify a relative. We need more people outside medicine. Come on, get another group over here.
Death was everywhere, and no one was sure how it started. Some said it was a kind of Legionnaire's disease, but others had more conspiratorial theories. Germ warfare, terrorists. The rumors were endless and terrifying.
Easy. Sorry.
Please, I'm begging you. That was my little girl. She'd be all alone.
It's all right, Susie. Let her through.
We lost track of the days, and after a while, we just learned to live with the panic and fear. It became part of our lives, until it finally subsided. But all that was a long time ago, over 20 years. things you pretend you've gotten used to. No cars, going to work at a job you don't like, and living by the rules. The endless rules that they've made for us over these last 2 decades. So you learn to hide a part of yourself away from the others and just carry on. Day by day by day.
The transportation seminar will begin at 11 o'clock in room 43.
And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the spokesman for the Mass Transit Authority, a man who used to be one of the most famous racing car drivers in the world, Mr. Frank Hart.
Thank you. You know, I keep on being asked what a race car driver is. Well, back in the days when we had oil, it was possible to go from A to Z in the time it now takes to go from A to B. Except for all the hours we spent lining up for gasoline, of course.
This is the subject going to work. We got this morning outside his office at the Transit Commission. He was 3½ minutes late. His name is Franklyn Hart.
Do we have any other information on this man?
I think I have something here that just came in. We got this last night. He was recorded going into a confiscation yard.
Okay, stop it here.
This was the 3rd time he's been recorded in a place like this in the past month. He was there for about 27 minutes.
Oh, what is he carrying?
I think it's something from an old car. It says here that he had some trouble adjusting to the new system.
What was that report from the historical section?
He has a couple of minor offenses for breaking rules. He used to race cars back when they were legal. He was responsible for a fatal car crash in the 1980s. They say he lost his nerve and wasn't able to drive at high speeds anymore. This footage is from that race. He lost his family in the epidemic. He was a...
And that's enough, Mr. Morley. Have him brought in.
What the hell?
Get that federal file off to data processing. Lewis, you handle that surveillance problem. Let me know tomorrow, Friday at the latest, what's happening. Somebody's plugged into our lines and all these geniuses around here said we're foolproof. Oh, yes, you must be Mr. Hart. Oh, have a seat. Oh, and Stuart, make sure that lawyer in the 3rd section gets transferred. I'm sick of incompetence in that area. Now then, Mr. Hart. I recognized you from your television appearances. We've installed video cameras over at the confiscation yards.
In the old days, we called them junkyards.
These aren't the old days, Mr. Hart. According to your files, you might be having trouble adjusting.
Your files are right. The old days were better.
Why?
Not so many bureaucrats with questions.
I don't miss the old days.
Well, just how old were you when the oil ran out? Or was supposed to have run out?
I'll ask the questions, Mr. Hart.
Sure.
Tell me, what were you doing over at the confiscation yards? Trying to build a new form of car?
Yeah. The Arabs are getting tired of their 30-year-old Cadillacs.
You realize that with all the minor offenses against you, you are now automatically scheduled for a hearing. You could be sent to a rehabilitation center.
Jail.
A rehabilitation center. It's next Friday.
For breaking rules.
Laws.
Lady, you got too goddamn many laws.
impossible to tap into this system, but somebody's doing it.
Mr. Morley, I want it stopped.
Yes, ma'am.
It was to have been the race in which Franklyn Hart of the United States defended his lead in overall points. But after 2 laps, Hart lost control on the corner, and just behind him, Hans Koenig of West Germany and Stefan Olvers of South Africa were sent crashing into one another, and Koenig never stood a chance. Trapped in his car, he was out of reach of desperate rescuers. Franklyn Hart did not complete the race and went into seclusion.
Hart, Mrs. Hart, City TV, can you tell us how your husband is?
He's alive. No, I told him he's all right.
If there's any other thing, can you all tell?
Could you please?
How
I
does
want
it
to see
feel?
my husband.
This is Radio Free California calling America. Our signal will probably be jammed in less than a minute by bureaucrats who now control this country. We have returned to the land, to the deserts, to the mountains, and to our cities. But we are also returning to machines and...
My name is Franklyn Hart. I've been asked to explain to you some of the advances being made by your mass
What the hell are you doing? We got work to do.
We've always got work to do.
What are you doing here?
Trying to imagine how I look down there on the stage.
Yeah? How do you look?
Like an idiot.
Why?
Well, you should know you helped me write most of that garbage. Former race car driver, now fanatical mass transit fan. Riding the subways and trains into the hearts of mankind. Come on, Judd, not another bar.
This place is different.
That's what you said about the last place and the one before that.
Frank, this is supposed to be fun. It's always a pleasure to see so many young, smiling faces, also some faces that aren't so young. And in a moment, I'm going to introduce you to a man who is the spokesman for the mass transit utility, a man who in his time was one of the most famous race car drivers that there ever was. But I guess you kids from the 32nd District Boarding School wouldn't even remember what a racing car was. It was before your time. So, Frank, come on out here and talk to these people.
Good morning. My name is Franklyn Hart, and I've been asked to explain to you some of the advances being made by your mass transit authority. These advances are
these advances, these advances. You know, I've been explaining about these advances for 2 decades now. I was chosen for this job because I was a race car driver. Racing cars were vehicles that could go at incredible speeds and compete with each other. They were private vehicles. Yes, private vehicles. So, you see, I was chosen for this job something like a reformed sinner talking to a church congregation, spreading the gospel of moving you around from this place to that place to another place without any problems. No pollution. No guilt. That's the best part. No guilt. You see, in the old days, we were supposed to feel slightly guilty about cars. They created social problems. The oil companies were making too much money. There are too many highways. Always guilt. Mountains of the stuff. So we changed all that. I mean, we went from oil to nuclear to solar to what we have now, which is mainly a lot of rules. I mean, there's thousands of them. They're growing like mushrooms.
You're an idiot. You know that? You know what that little outburst is going to do for you?
Ah, Jedney, me lad, you'll make a fine spokesman. The wheels of transit will be well oiled by your golden words.
For God's sakes, this is serious.
Judd, my friend, there ain't nothing serious anymore.
What are you doing?
I'm hanging from the statue, Miss Ralston.
I can see that. Why are you hanging from the statue?
Because they tied me up here again.
Ring, have you ever thought that you should try to be a little more like the others? That's one of the reasons your parents sent you here, you know.
Yes, Miss Ralston.
All right now, everyone smile. We'll be looking at this picture for years to come.
Okay. Everybody ready? On 3, 1. Those are my chemistry notes. It took me 2 months to do them. You didn't have to do that.
I thought this computer interference was under control. This is supposed to be a foolproof system.
The tracer has it narrowed down to a 6-block area bounded by a park and a boarding school.
Ready to transmit. Clear all channels to receive transmission.
Frank, did you get the memo?
What are you talking about? Are you crazy? I'm not going to retire.
It's not exactly a retirement. They want us to suspend you.
What's the problem now, Judd? Which ass didn't get kissed this month? Look, I'll fix it up as soon as I talk to these school kids.
Look, you don't understand. It's different this time. It's not like all the other times. It's official.
What do you mean it's official?
They
They want you where they can keep an eye on you. It means jail, Frank.
But that's impossible. How could anyone in this school be interfering with your police line?
It's coming from up here. Here.
Don't hit me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm important to you. I'm the only person who applauded your speech the other day.
I take it you didn't bring the rest of the audience.
It's the police. They're after me.
Rick. What next? Yes.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We're looking for a young man, a runaway.
Sorry, boys, I can't help you. I fell asleep a while ago. I was just waiting for the rest of my family to come home.
All right, thanks. Just call in if you see anything.
I sure will. Thank you. Now, good night.
What is it?
It's a car.
Doesn't look like the ones in the history books. What are you going to do with it?
Nothing.
You heard that illegal broadcast, too. You're going to California, aren't you?
Why don't you just take care of your own problems?
What was the, report from the two policemen who went to his house this evening?
Nothing. Just that he'd fallen asleep and was waiting for his family to come home.
He doesn't have a family.
What's all that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's an old aerial map, Boston. You know, most of these roads haven't been driven on in 25 years. And there's no way to get out of the city. All the roads have been blocked at the outskirts.
I got a friend that'll help me.
Who?
Smokey the Bear.
Not trying to be nosy. I'm just curious.
No kidding. What's in the bag?
These are my chemicals.
Your chemicals?
Yeah, I carry them around everywhere. I also brought some electronic equipment.
Tell me exactly, why are the police after you?
Well, I haven't heard anyone, if that's what you're talking about.
So answer the question.
I tapped into government lines.
What else?
I rearranged a few things.
Well, what the hell does that mean?
I blew them up.
You got any other talents I should know about?
I have the police returning to the house now.
You can hide in the attic and leave after the police have gone. Good luck.
You don't want him to get away. He's heading for the tunnel. Call for a barricade.
He's gone into the old part of the tunnel.
Where are you going?
Don't worry about it.
Stop him.
Please instruct.
The car is now 68 miles from the city.
My name is Hawkins. I've been sent here from Washington. I understand you have a problem here.
I'm sure it's nothing serious. Everything should be under control soon.
Marvelous. Marvelous. is he going?
100 miles per hour. 110. 120. 130. 120. He's slowing down.
I understand those cars can go faster than that.
Maybe he's afraid to go any faster.
It is anticipated that the car will run out of gas after 300 miles. Then we'll pick Mr. Hart up.
I think I must tell you all that this car will not run out of gasoline. In fact, in old gas stations, at the bottom of every underground tank, there are 2 or 3 inches of fuel, which the internal pump cannot reach. However, with a bit of foresight and a special pump, it is possible to get the gas and therefore have an almost inexhaustible supply.
This is Radio Free California calling America. We have just received reports from eastern outposts that a car has somehow broken free. The first car on the roads of America in over 20 years. The car has been tracked driving westward toward California.
Push, damn it!
Damn!
No, you're not.
Jeez. This is like a flea pushing an elephant. If you don't like it, get somebody else.
You can't take it, then get the hell out of here.
If I'd known it was going to be like this, I would never have come.
I recall you weren't exactly invited.
If I had any choice...
You had plenty of choice.
Oh, yeah? It was either break out of there or end up talking to myself. I was talking to myself. I was a class loon in my own little world. You know something? No one's ever trusted me. Just like you.
Oh, spare me.
It's true.
I trust you.
Oh, yeah? I do all the dirty work.
Like what?
Like pushing the car, me. Now I'm 100 pounds plus 10 pounds of mud. Pushing a gorilla like you. You don't even trust me to drive.
Oh, so you want to drive, that's it.
No, it's all right.
Well, I was hoping you might want to drive.
Okay. When I say go, I want you to give it some gas. But easy, though. Real easy. You understand? I want to try and get low enough to get him some leverage. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, go!
The most exciting race of the year. Thoroughbreds of the air, racing across America in the Air Force's 1953 version of the Kentucky Derby. At airports across the country, the Sabre jets refuel and then take off before the thousands of excited spectators. One after another, the daredevil pilots race from the East Coast to California, each man showing the skills honed in the deadly skies of the Korean War. And when the first Sabre jet lands in California, a new transcontinental speed record has been set, with the plane coming almost 90 minutes in front of its closest competitor. For those at the finish line, the winner is no surprise. Air Force Captain J.G. Williams, the celebrated war ace, once again dazzled the experts by his outstanding performance. For a dashing pilot and his flying machine, a well-deserved welcome for a decisive victory.
What is this?
Captain J.G. Williams, Purple Heart, Congressional Medal of Honor winner, and one of the greatest jet pilots in both the Korean and the Vietnam Wars. Mr. Morley, I have an assignment for you.
Hello? Anyone home? Captain Williams? Excuse me.
You're for my wife. I can tell by the look in your eye. I knew she'd sick you on me sooner or later, you two-legged bloodhound. How'd you get in here?
The door was open. Look, sir, I'm not here on behalf of your wife.
You're not?
No, sir.
Hey, you ever fly a kite? Did you know, Mr. what the hell's your name?
Morley.
Morley? That when the Chinese invented the kite, it was supposed to be a way to get you up closer to the gods. Kind of a space shuttle for the soul. Hey, you want a belt? No? No? Oh, God. I'm going to quit this stuff, too. Right now. Quit.
Captain Williams. Your government needs you, sir.
Yeah? The last time my government needed me was the Vietnam War. And listen, man, I flew 138 missions. And I should have come back a damned hero. I've got the medals to prove it. But what did I come back to? A lot of damn abuse.
I believe they want you to fly again, sir.
You haven't any damn airplanes, have you?
They're offering you a chance to fly a jet fighter, sir.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Hawkins. Captain Williams to see you, sir.
Send him in. Captain Williams, how good to see you, sir. What do you see there, Captain?
I see a car and two people. Wow, look at that. Son of a bitch.
Much more than a car and two men.
Well, that's all I can see.
This man's dangerous. This little joyride he's on is undermining the entire balance of this country.
Sir, this is just one car. I mean, a little exhaust isn't going to upset the whole balance of the universe.
You are missing the metaphor.
It's a meta who?
I am talking about our entire way of life, Captain. We live in a society that has the greatest tranquility ever created by man. Furthermore, this society is more protected than any other in history. And do you know why?
Well, I figured.
Because of the system.
Yeah.
The system of our existence which has been worked out so perfectly. In fact, it is that system which dispelled the desperate quest for the impurities contained in mobility. The mobility which had driven this nation like rats scurrying in every direction that led us nowhere. Nowhere! Now, we have removed that addiction and brought order and tranquility, the two most fragile flowers in any civilization. And this man, this fool, is defecating on those flowers, staining the natural hygiene of our society, and tampering with the world's most perfectly balanced system.
Sir, what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know about you, Mr. Hart. Maybe you're getting too old for that kind of driving. It was ridiculous the way you came barreling down on that guy on the road, driving like a maniac, swerving around at the last possible moment. I don't know. Maybe your reflexes are going, or maybe you're just trying to show off for my benefit. Well, I've never been impressed by that kind of childishness, so you're wasting your time.
Call me maniac, huh? Here's a towel. You little... All right, you got me back. Come on.
kind of a plane do you think this is, huh? Let's go. Make those tests yet on the burner? What do you think this is? A chicken party? Let's go. What about tires? You go off those tires? Pronto?
Excuse me, Mr. Hawkins. I think it's a bit extreme to send out a jet fighter.
Madam, Miss, extremism in the defense of virtue is no vice.
Well, I have another plan, and it's in effect right now. In that area, there is only one road that they can stay on, and at the western edge of Pennsylvania, they will be stopped by a roadblock.
It's a good idea, madam.
Come on. Keep it moving, Julie. Come on, you in behind here.
Psst, Frank, look at this.
What is it?
It's a satellite hookup. Probably communications with the people in the control room. What should we do?
Hey, you think this stuff's still any good? Nah, been sitting here since before you were born. That's too bad.
Hey, look at that. Wake up. Look at that. What is that? Come on, move that thing. Those horses should have been hooked up 10 minutes ago. Where the hell's my radio? Be careful with that car. Control. This is Ranger 1. The fugitive vehicle has been intercepted. Without the personnel sought. Request further instructions. Over. Control. What the hell is going on?
I want to get through to them.
I can't. I don't know what's going wrong. Come on, move off the road. Get that car out of here. Yes, sir.
Then, perhaps we can get down to business.
Control, Eagle 1, passing over Pennsylvania. What's the latest?
Eagle 1, this is Control. We've lost them temporarily. I believe they're on the other side of the Kansas border, over.
Roger. We'll find them and we'll catch them. All right, come on, baby.
It'll be dark soon. Tonight.
I did it last night.
I know, but the beans were terrible.
Sorry.
I'll open the can if you'll cook.
All right. You do the dishes.
I'll wash and you dry.
Okay.
Maybe eat at McDonald's?
What's that?
Something they used to have years ago.
For spacious sky, for amber waves of
grace. What did you do besides race cars? Did you hear me?
What?
I said, what did you do besides just race cars?
Well, I play the clarinet.
I'm serious.
You're always serious.
I can't help it. What else did you do?
I had a family.
Did you have a son?
Yeah, I did.
Would he have been as old as I am?
A little older. You know, you've never told me anything about your own family.
Oh, I haven't seen much of my parents.
Why not?
What's the difference?
Nothing I ever did was good enough. So I finally stopped trying. Or caring.
Never seen this part of America, have you?
I haven't seen any of America before.
Yeah, well, wait till you see the Rockies.
Are they far?
No, just over the,
Closing at 5 miles. Closing at 4 miles. At 3 miles.
He's catching up to us.
Closing at 2,000 feet. Closing at 1,000 feet.
It's all right.
Eagle 1, this is Control. Captain, how could you miss? Let's get it over with.
What was that thing?
It's called a jet fighter. It was known as the Saber.
Like the sword?
Yeah, like a sword.
And it just comes down out of the sky and kills you?
That's exactly what it does.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. We gotta move to lower ground, around the other side of the mountain. Come on, son, get in.
Look, I've got to know if this is some kind of trick.
I'm not sure I understand.
We have had people come here before who weren't who they said they were. I like it here. I don't want to be driven out of another home.
I didn't exactly plan to stop here.
The Indians aren't sure of you. Or the boy.
Where is he?
He's all right. He's with my son.
Is this Indian land?
Yes, they reclaimed it all after everyone else had left. And they're allowing us to stay here as long as we don't attract too much attention.
Do you want us to leave?
Are you worried about the plane?
No. Satellites. We put our metal all in the mine shaft there.
Who's the old man?
It's my grandfather. He used to be a New York cop. He's gone a little funny, though. He was real happy to see you guys. He's been waiting for years just to give someone a ticket.
I've been waiting years just to get one.
Move along, move along.
Well, control, Eagle 1, base 280, Arizona.
Well, what the devil happened?
I lost them in the woods. Gotta wait them out. Bad damage to the car, though.
Why didn't you stop them?
Well, hell, I just figured you wanted me to scare them.
Wrong, Captain. I want that man.
And you know what I mean.
Understood, sir.
You can refuel there. Stand ready.
Over.
Yes, I comprehend, sir. Sure do, sir.
Yes, sir. Over and out, sir. On my way, sir.
I offered.
Oh, I'm managing.
I'm not so sure about that. You know, I used to be a nurse before everything changed. And the ones who insisted on doing everything themselves were as bad as those who wanted you to do everything for them.
Yeah, why?
Because half the time they did it wrong.
Oh, but there's always the other half.
Well, in this case, it doesn't matter, because it's not serious.
Oh, yeah?
I can spot a faker from a mile away.
Guess that means I'm out of luck.
That's right. No sympathy.
What happened to your husband?
He died.
What are you doing out here?
Well, we fled the cities and we spent 8 years moving around from place to place out here like gypsies. I should be asking you what you're doing out here.
Heading for California.
That doesn't answer my question.
Let's just say I'm doing what I have to do.
He wants to kill you, doesn't he?
Where's the closest safety commissioner to that area?
We have one over in Salt Lake City, sir.
Mm-hmm. You Utah's too tough to deal with. How about Tucson?
We closed Arizona 8 years ago, sir.
Denver?
Yes, sir. We have an outpost there.
See if they'll give us a surveillance team and a few tugs. Just like hunting, Mr. Morley. You find the animals, then you flush them out. Mr. Morley, instruct our troops to wait until they find the car.
Yes, sir.
I think we're going to have to be going soon.
Why? Nobody's forcing you out.
He's going to have to be given what he wants sooner or later.
That's terrific. So he gets to kill both of you. He almost did it once before.
No. I don't think he intended to that time. No, it was me. I choked up. I hadn't panicked, pulled into that gas station. I don't think he would have hit us. I spent 25 years rehearsing for that moment when I'd be able to drive that car like I did in the old days. When the time came, I was afraid. Terrified. You know, I am a star, in case you didn't know it. Oh, yeah, Can-Am. Second in Le Mans, top 10 in international points, the whole bit. But even if the cars hadn't have been taken away, I still wouldn't have been able to keep up with my act. You see, I was in a crash. A bad one. A couple of drivers were killed. It all happened for one very simple reason. I lost my nerve. No one knew it except me and maybe the dead drivers. So when I buried that car in my garage, in a way, I was glad. I lived with my little secrets.
Come on, let's dance.
No way. Never this. Watch my arm.
They still haven't found the car yet, sir.
I'm quite aware of that, Mr. Morley.
Well, now get me Captain Williams.
I want him to drive those people out.
Well, sir, I'm afraid he hasn't responded all night.
Captain Williams, do you read me? Captain Williams, come in.
What's the matter with you, huh? Wait a minute now. What's the matter? Now, up, you lucky bastard, up to the gods.
I won't ask you not to go. I know you understand.
I understand.
You like Eudora, don't you? fact, you more than like her.
More than like her. Now, what the hell does that mean?
You know what I mean.
No, come on, tell me.
No.
Come on, I want to know what more than liking her means.
You love her, don't you?
Love. What do you know about love?
Enough to know when I see it.
You little smartass.
Hey. This is a radar receiver. It should pick up signals from all over. It'll be useful when we get going again. You do want to go, don't you?
This is Radio Free California. There's been no further word on the car that was last seen approaching the Rocky Mountains. We will continue to bring you further details.
Control, this is Expedition. We are proceeding with Plan Alpha. Over.
Why is that voice so much louder?
Maybe because it's close to us.
You stay here.
Is this really necessary?
Yes.
I want to see Eudora.
No.
Well, what happened to her?
She's all right. It's you and the boy they're after. Now leave.
I've tracked him again, sir.
Get me Captain Williams. Now we see what happens. There are no hiding places where they're heading.
I've never actually operated the system myself, sir. I don't think anybody has. It was installed quite some time ago in case, you know, the Russians.
Make it do something.
Hey, it works. Woo, isn't that something?
Now practice.
Practice?
Practice. You're very good with a laser, Mr. Morley. it on automatic.
Automatic?
Automatic.
So you realize it will destroy anything that moves.
I'm quite aware of that, Mr. Morley. Now, give me the key. Thank you.
Okay, kid. I'm going to do something I haven't done so far. I'm going to give you an order. And so help me Christ, if you say one word, I'll make your old school teachers look like saints. I want you to stand perfectly still. You move and I'll bust your butt.
Why do you want to keep this thing going?
Don't you understand? He just wants to keep the chase going.
He's probably saying the same thing to himself. All that you're going to finish is each other.
No, we're not. Either we play it his way or we're both dead.
Kid. God damn it. Listen to me.
I belong in that car with you.
Can't you understand? I've done a lot of losing the last 20 years. I don't want to lose you, too.
There's still no change, sir. Neither of them is moving. They're moving toward each other.
Come on, you old coot.
Miles per hour. 150 miles per hour, sir. $190. 205. 210. 220. 230. 240. 250.
He did it!
250 miles per hour, sir.
This is great.
Can you do anything with that radio?
I don't know. Just a minute.
I want to hear what he says.
Art, you read me? Art, can you read me?
Signal to him. Come on, use the light.
I wouldn't hurt you, kids. I've been bluffing you. It's a big game, don't you know that? Huh? Atta boy. Hey, you guys are pretty good. Hell, I ain't had this much fun since I was a cadet. Huh?
Neither have I, old man. Neither have I.
Jam their communications and order that idiot back. Are they close to the laser, Mr. Morley?
Yes, sir. It's just a few miles ahead of them, sir.
Why, you bastards.
What happened? Why did it miss?
I don't know. Maybe it's rusted. Hey, I think he's going to attack the laser, sir.
Listen, Hart. Your friends back home are getting impatient. They're getting ready.
What's the matter?
It's been jammed.
Hart, fun's over. Those jokers have activated a laser up ahead.
Can you fix it?
I can't.
Hart, you hear me? Hart? Hart, danger ahead. Laser gun ahead. Stop the car. Get off the road. Hart, stop the car. Get off the road. You hear me? Hart? Okay, boys. I'll have to stop you my way.
Finished with all this.
God's sakes, don't go through. Stop, will you? Control, Eagle One. She chanced to wear medals after 30 years. Mr. Morley, you understand what that means, don't you?
It's locked off and coming into range now, sir.
Right. And here we go.
Oh, no. He's going to be straight on at 2,500 feet. He's at 2,000 feet. He's not pulling up.
Up to the gods, baby.
He's dead on, sir. He's not pulling up.
Up to the gods. Oh my God.
Frank? I think we're there.
They have made it. They have arrived at the California border unharmed. The old racing car drove out of the desert at 3 o'clock this afternoon and was greeted by the people of the border towns.
Have any of you thought what this would mean? A car on the loose. A symbol. A symbol. People going all over. When they want to and where they want to. Have you thought what else this would be? Cars everywhere. And people wanting the things.
America, they have made it.
This could set us back to the 1980s.